Hello students, welcome to yet another video of word processor for class 9. This is session 15 and today we are going to learn a new topic that is called as viewing a document. Now this viewing a document is a very important topic, as we all know, because whenever we are working on word processor softwares like Microsoft Word, there are different views in which we can have a look at the document which we are preparing. So there are altogether 5 different views of a document, and they are print layout, full screen reading, web layout, outline and draft. All these views are present in the view tab of our Microsoft Word. When you go to the view tab of your Microsoft Word, you will see all these 5 different views under the subgroup called as views. So today I'm going to tell you what is the use, or what are the uses of this 5 different views. For that, let us create a small document so that it will be easy for you all to see what our document usually looks like. So I have made a small document of 10 paragraph, and this particular paragraph looks like this. Now generally when we are creating a document, our document will be by default in the print layout. So print layout is the layout or the view in which the document will be seen on the screen as it will look when it is printed. That means when I print this document in a piece of paper, this document will look like exactly like the one as I can see on the screen. Then after that, we have got the full screen reading view. Full screen reading view is the read mode. Actually, since I'm using this new version of Microsoft Word, it will look like different, and in the previous version you will see it as a full screen reading view, but here I have got read mode. So when I go to the read mode, this will show you like a book. That means the place where I can read it. Okay, so here is the first page, this is the second page, and if I want to go to the third page, it will be like this. So previous page and the next page, and this is the end of the document. As you can see, it's written end of the document. That means there is no page after this. If you want to escape from this, simply press the escape button from the keyboard and you will be in the normal mode or the normal view, that is the print layout. The third view of the Microsoft Word is called as a web layout. So generally we have seen, like when we are opening any web page in our computer, there we don't see the pages. Even if the document is 100 pages, it will look like a single page. Here also, if you want to see this document as if we are looking as a web page, not in 2 different pages, then we can go to the web layout. When you go to the web layout, we'll see document like this. Actually there were 3 pages. Now you can see all of those 3 pages is seen in a single page, as we are going to see it in a web page. So this is the web layout. Now if you go to the outline, now outline is the view in which it will be seen in the outline form. Now I'll show you how it will look like. Let's go and have a look. Outline. Now when you go to the outline, see your outline view of the document looks like this. This is the outline view. Now in the outline view, generally, like you can see in front, there looks like a simple symbol like a bullet that denotes this is the starting of the first paragraph, this is the starting of the second paragraph and third paragraph, and so on. I'll show you one more thing. I'll just try to put one heading. Now if I put a heading and if I make this heading bigger, for example, this is in our print layout view. Now if after putting the heading, if I go to the outline view, now this heading will not look like this. This is going to look like this. See, this is the heading. This is the heading. So separately you will see the place where you have put the heading, the place where you have put the paragraph, everything will be shown in a different way. This is just a simple heading. Okay, now let's go to the last view, and this is called as a draft. Draft is one of the most oftenly used view. This particular draft view is used for basically editing the document. Whenever we are editing the document, you want to see where you have used the enter key or where you have used the other things, then you can just have a look. Okay, basically draft view will not show you the different kinds of formatting or the designs or something like that. Let's say suppose I put a color here and I want to see it here, the color is shown, but some other views, some other formatting options will not be seen. So this particular view generally is used only for editing purpose. So we can quickly edit our document using the draft view. So let's go to the print layout. This is the normal view. Now I'll be showing you some other options that is very important that are present in the layout tab, and this is called as number one. I am going to teach you about the page orientation. I think you have heard about the page orientation already. Now page orientation is basically the orientation of the page. See, by default the page which we are using is height wise, and this height wise is called as the portrait, and we also have another kind of orientation that is called as the landscape. Landscape is the lengthwise, that means it will be horizontal, and if it is portrait it's going to be vertical. So if you want to change the orientation of the page, then what you can do is you go to the layout tab, and from the layout tab there is a group called as page setup. Then there is a small arrow here that will take you to the page setup dialog box. Now from this page setup dialog box you can change the orientation, either portrait, that is default, or landscape, that is horizontal. So if I go for landscape and if I click on OK, my page is going to look like this, that is the horizontal page. Then after that, in the same page setup dialog box, we have got the margins. Margins are basically the amount of space that we are going to leave on all the four sides of the page when we are printing. If you want to leave some space on the left side, right side, bottom and the top, we are going to change this for values here, that is on the top, bottom, left and right. So by default it's taking 1 inches each, that means all four sides we are going to leave 1 inches of the space. So you can just increase or decrease the value as per your need. Let's say I'm going to put 1.5 here, I'm going to put 1.5 here, and I'm going to put 2 here, and I'm going to put 2 here as well. And if I click on OK, you will see the amount of space on the top is 1 inch, bottom is 1 inch, 1.5, and this side is 2 inches. So in this way I can change the values in the margin also. And apart from this, we have got some more options available here. Let us try to put to the default value. In the page setup dialog box, there is very important option available here, that is the paper. Paper is basically when we are making a document in the computer, this particular document has to be printed at the end. And when we are printing, obviously we are going to use the paper. So the paper size that we are going to use while printing and the size of the document that you are making here, both of them has to be equal. So if you are going to print the document, you have to make sure on which size of paper you are going to print at the end, and that paper size you have to mention it here. There are several different sizes of paper. The most common size of paper is A4. So we have got the A4 size paper, we have got A3 legal, tabloid, executive, and B4, and so many others. So here you need to select the size of the paper. If you select the size of the paper as you are going to use it while printing, then only you will see the document in the computer screen and on the paper same. Otherwise it's going to be different. Okay, so this is about the page setup. Now we have got something more, like I want to see how my document is going to be printed. It's very important because before printing I have to make sure that my document is exactly the way I want it. Otherwise what happens is I make the document and after printing it comes out in a different way, then that particular thing is going to waste a lot of resources, like the paper, first of all, my effort, money, time, etc., etc. So we need to make sure that the document that I am going to print out is exactly the way I want it. So for that I have to preview the document before the document is exactly printed. So for that we have got an option, and that option is called as print preview. Print preview is having a look at the document that I have made before exactly printing it. So for that what I have to do is I have to go to the file tab and I have to go to the print here, and when I'm going print here, then I will see the preview of the document is seen here. Preview of the document is seen here, and in that I will be seeing a lot of options here. The name of the printer that I'm going to use, printer, whatever you have will be shown here. Then after that what you're going to print, whole thing or current page or the custom print or anything, and how you're going to print, the one-sided print. Then if you are making more than one copy of the page, then you have got collated or uncollated. That means if I'm going for collated, that means first I'll get the first set of the document and the second set of the document, like that. If I say non-collated, that means all the page number 1 will be printed, then page number 2 will be printed, and page number 3 will be printed, and so and so. Then after that, okay, this is not applicable. Then page orientation, what I have selected, portrait or the landscape, the size of the paper and the margin, and how many pages you want in one sheet. So basically 1 page per sheet. If you want to save paper, you can go for 2 pages per sheet, and so on. So that's it about the preview of the document. So if you follow all this, then your particular document will be printed exactly the way you want it. Okay, so if you follow this, then it's going to be of a great use for you all. Okay, that's it for now, and hope you found this particular video helpful. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, keep safe, be happy. Goodbye.